Michael Beale has already made 5 signings this season for Rangers, but he's not done there. He said he wants as many as 3 more new faces in the squad for the start of the season, and it looks like he'll be adding another one within the next 24 hours as Rangers are set to announce the arrival of striker Cyriel. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It has been a pretty quiet summer so far. Not a lot of transfers happening in the world of Scottish football, but Michael Beale is making stuff happening. He's already signed 5 players for Rangers, and that is set to become 6, with Rangers set to announce Cyriel. It's believed the fee is going to be around the 5.5 million pound mark. That does seem more reasonable to me now. I believe originally it was 7 million that was being wanted for Dessers, but looking at his record, looking at his goal scoring, I'm not sure if a 28-year-old Rangers would have paid that 7 million. I don't think so, but they've seemed to knock it down a little bit. 4.5 is probably more about right. I think Rangers would maybe pay 5.5, but I don't see them paying any more than that. I think Rangers would be pushing it to pay 5.5 for a guy that is, like I said, already 28 and unproven. I feel like Rangers could have definitely got more strikers, cheaper strikers. They could have got multiple strikers for that amount of money. So, well, have Rangers made a mistake? Or is Cyriel Dessers going to be the man? I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. But Beale was doing an interview with Rangers TV as he welcomed the Gers back into training for summer, for the pre-season, for the new season coming up. And regarding signings, regarding transfers, this is what Michael Beale had to say. Quote, "Everyone felt we wanted new faces and freshness, and we've got that. I'm pleased to say it won't stop there. There's maybe 2 or 3 more that we'll be looking to recruit over the summer." End of quote. So, there you go, 2 or 3 at least that he wants to bring in. Who are they going to be? We do not know. What positions are they going to be? We do not know. If Cyriel Dessers comes in, the Rangers need to keep looking for attackers, or will they look elsewhere? I mean, they've already got the goalkeeping situation tightened up. I think that Butland will be number 1, McCrory will be number 2, so I don't see Rangers adding to the goalkeeper department. I mean, if they can maybe get players on a free or something like that, or they can promote someone from the youth, then fair enough, but I don't see them spending money on another goalkeeper. I mean, McCrory has proven that he is a solid pair of hands, so I think they'll be happy with him as number 2 and Butland as the number 1. Like I said, with the strikers that they brought in, will Rangers look to be adding to that department? I don't think so, especially if they're going to spend like 5.5 million on Dessers. I think that will be their star signing of the season, and I don't really see them bringing in any other strikers. Now, they already brought in, I can't even remember his name, who is it? Lammers, yeah, Sam Lammers. They brought in him, and they brought in Simma, so they've got 2 players there. Then you factor in like Cholak still at the club, you factor in Sakala, Roof's still at the club. You know, Rangers do have a lot of players that can play in that like striker role, so I don't think Rangers will be adding any more attackers to their team. Possibly a winger, I mean, that is an option, who knows. Midfielders, Kieran Dowles came in this transfer window. In the January one, he brought in Cantwell and Raskin, who I think have done really well. Rangers have settled in. And then of course you've got the likes of your Jack, your Kamara, your Lundstrom. How much longer are those guys going to be there? Not entirely sure. I think Jack will stay, but Lundstrom, Kamara, they do kind of strike me as guys that could leave. And then you've got Tom Lawrence, who's due back for injury. You've got Hadji, who's been pretty much out for like 18 months. He'll be back. So I think Rangers, especially like in those attacking midfield areas, have got a lot. Maybe if they get rid of a Kamara, if they get rid of a Lundstrom, they might be looking to bring in a more defensive-minded midfielder. That is a possibility. But right now, I think Rangers are doing okay in the midfield. So that leaves us with the defence. In my opinion, I think Goldson and Suter should be the partnership. Now, I think Suter, towards the end of the season, was definitely getting favoured more over Davis. I think Suter is better than Davis. I think he's proven that. Scotland International. He's always performed pretty well, in my opinion. Anytime I've seen Rangers play, I know his first game, his debut for them, didn't really get off to the best start, but I think when he came back, you've seen him build up confidence. I think he is getting better. I mean, could they do with depth in there? I mean, possibly. You've got, Goldson, Suter, Davis, King. That's kind of it. They did bring in They brought in Dujon Sterling, but he's more of a right back. Now, can he play centre back? I believe so, but that's another option they have. And then, obviously, Tavernier's not getting replaced. He's the number one man. He's the captain. He's going nowhere. He is number one at right back. Then that leaves the left back position. Would they look to improve there? Barisic? I mean, he's had good periods for Rangers, but he's also had bad periods for Rangers. I think Barisic is the kind of player that Rangers might be looking to move on. No one can doubt his ability on the ball. He's good at set pieces, dead balls. He's good. He can whip it across. No one's denying that. Defensively, though, he isn't very good. And I don't know if Barisic will be someone to get replaced. They've got Ridvan Yilmaz, who they spent quite a lot of money on. He says he's not going anywhere. He's here to fight for his spot in the team. They paid, $4 million for him? Do I see Rangers going out and spending more money to replace a guy that they paid $4 million for? I'm not entirely sure, but it will be interesting to see where these new signings come from and what positions they play in. I don't think they'll have any goalkeepers, and I don't think they'll have any strikers. Possibly the positions that I think Michael Beale will look for would be maybe defensive-minded midfielder, possibly a winger, maybe a direct replacement for Ryan Kent, someone on the left or someone on the right. I think maybe a winger could be necessary. And then at the back, Tavernier's not going to get replaced, so you're probably looking at a centre-back or maybe even a left-back. But Michael Beale is the man. He's the one that brings in the signings. Whoever he wants to pick, he will pick. Anyway, that's it, guys. Not a lot of news happening today. Rangers, though, set to make 3 more signings, and one of them is going to happen in the next 24 hours with Cyriel Dessers. So I'll catch you in the next one. Keep you updated when that signing is made official. And until next time, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and peace.